The headline hit like a lightning bolt in the celebrity sphere. 50 sources expose SNL weekend update.
Oh.
Fans, critics, industry insiders, I mean, everyone just stopped dead in their tracks waiting for these, juicy bombshells about the inner workings of 30 Rock.
Well, the promise was gargantuan, right? An exclusive deep dive, 50 different source documents, all to pull back the curtain on the most reliable comedic segment in late-night television.
Exactly. We were ready for casting secrets, leaked
Maybe
scripts.
the definitive history of the drunk uncle character, something.
Something real. And our mission at the deep dive is to take these massive stacks of sources and distill them into actionable, essential knowledge for you. But as we begin to unpack this alleged expose,
Mhm.
we realize the sources led us somewhere infinitely stranger and, frankly, profoundly less glamorous than Studio 8H.
So this deep dive, it became a journey into the baffling landscape of internet clickbait itself.
That's it.
So just to be clear, we're not analyzing Colin Jost's writing process here.
Not even close.
We're analyzing the information ecosystem that produced this headline.
Hmm.
What we have here is a shortcut, all right, a shortcut to understanding how little actual content you get in exchange for such a provocative title.
Okay, so let's unpack this unbelievable reveal. We start where the source list starts, looking for that shocking secret behind the expose.
Right.
And instead of New York City, our primary source material, the one with the deepest, most detailed content, it leads us directly to Southeast Asia.
Wait, you're telling me the biggest bombshell discovery from this entire SNL expose is a geographical misfire?
Not just a misfire, it's a pivot into Indonesian auto repair.
You're kidding.
No. When we analyzed the core documents meant to shed light on late-night comedy, we found them linked heavily to something called Benkel Mobile Online aux service.
And that's not like some highly specialized secret code for a network executive.
I checked the cipher keys, I cross-referenced the memos. No.
Okay.
Our investigation confirms that aux service is a mobile car repair service. It operates in the Jakarta and Bekasi regions of Indonesia. And they're apparently highly rated, professional, and they specialize in providing on-call mechanics for things like battery issues, jump starts, dynamo repair.
What's so fascinating here is just the sheer disparity. Someone promises you the secrets of American sketch comedy,
Yeah.
and they deliver a quality, professional, experienced mobile mechanic service in a completely different hemisphere.
Right.
I mean, if you happen to be in Jakarta and your battery dies, this is gold. But if you're trying to understand the process behind Weekend Update, it's utterly worthless.
And that contrast right there, that is the entire point. The document cache is so eager to attach itself to high-value traffic, the phrase SNL Weekend Update, that it inadvertently pulls in its entire completely irrelevant backstory. The traffic just matters more than the content.
But this isn't just about a one-off error. I mean, the question we need to ask is, why is a reputable service like this allowing their content to be used in something so clearly manipulative?
Okay, yeah.
It's likely a strategy, a calculated attempt to piggyback on explosive SEO keywords. By linking their legitimate auto repair information to a celebrity-driven headline, they hope to catch incidental traffic.
Or boost their domain authority.
Exactly.
So they're just using the glamour of late-night television as a kind of digital scaffolding to prop up an entirely unrelated, highly localized business.
It's a genius strategy, if deeply annoying.
It really is.
Yeah.
But if you think that international logistics detour is strange, you have to wait until we look at the bulk of the rest of the 50 sources.
Oh, there's more.
Because that's where things get truly meta.
And look, if you are enjoying uncovering these bizarre patterns in how information gets spread around online, make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Please do.
We promise our deep dives usually yield slightly more relevant results than an alternator repair manual.
Usually. So moving on to the remaining sources. The sheer volume of content is staggering, but the value is, well, it's microscopic. We dove deep into the document cache and found that the majority are just comments from users discussing blogging, website design, technical issues. It's pure, low-effort SEO spam commentary layered over itself.
So we didn't just find a car repair website.
Yeah.
We found the digital foundation of the internet's content farms. We stumbled into the comments section of a very proud, maybe insecure WordPress user who was just desperately seeking technical validation.
The comments are almost satirical in how focused they are on form over substance.
Right.
Like, we have one user who is, and I'm quoting here, really impressed with your writing skills and also with the layout on your blog, and then immediately pivots to ask if the author used a paid theme or customized it themselves.
Not about the content at all, just web design tips.
Totally. Then another user, they identify as a new aspiring blogger, and they're seeking advice on technical requirements, specifically whether they need HTML coding knowledge for their WordPress site.
This reveals such a critical aspect of clickbait. The goal is to generate traffic engagement, even if that engagement is entirely about the mechanism of the content delivery.
The layout, the coding, the theme.
Yes, all of that, rather than the topic itself. The meta-commentary on content quality is high, but the actual content value for the supposed SNL expose, it remains at zero. It's content purgatory.
But amid all that noise, all the chatter about layouts and HTML, we did find the only genuine cultural reference point that wasn't totally random.
Okay.
It was a shining single nugget of undeniable celebrity relevance.
I'm ready.
One user, buried deep in the technical weeds, just posits that people are not fascinated unless it's something to do with Lady Gaga.
And that is the key. That's the key to understanding the motivation behind the whole headline.
Exactly.
They know they need a lure. They need a superstar connection. The mention of Lady Gaga, even in a tangential comment like that, it acts as the conceptual heart of this whole problem. It's the realization that genuine A-list power is the only thing that generates persistent clicks and sustained relevance, especially when the underlying content is entirely irrelevant autoblog spam.
We even found other weirder celebrity detours. There's this isolated, completely contextless reference to Mac Miller, mentioned only in a random Q&A section about the NBA Live video game. It feels like the internet just threw every trending keyword at a wall to see what would stick.
And that brings us to the most frustrating and I think potentially revealing part of this whole document cache. The appearance of highly charged political names, Jeffrey Epstein and Kamala Harris, just scattered throughout these irrelevant comments.
And let's be perfectly clear here. These are not comments discussing the politics of SNL.
Not at all.
Or any current event related to these individuals. They are isolated, contextless names just dropped into the comments section alongside discussions of car repair and blog themes.
This is where we see the content farm manipulation strategy in its starkest form. These creators, or the bots they're using, they are trying to inform or debate.
No.
They are trying to mine high-value search traffic. Names like Jeffrey Epstein and Kamala Harris generate massive search volume, often spanning political and conspiratorial spectrums.
So by injecting these high-value, highly searched keywords into the comments section, they're attempting to maximize the number of ways a search engine can find their garbage article.
They cast the widest possible net.
Celebrity gossip, politics, tragedy, sports, and technical SEO tips all under the banner of a comedy show expose.
And we, as guides of this deep dive, really want to emphasize that our role here is not to endorse or analyze the content related to those names.
Absolutely not.
It's simply to report on the fact that these politically charged names were used as traffic bait in an attempt to monetize a fake entertainment scandal. It's just keyword chaos.
So, okay, we've established this deep dive is a total failure in providing actual SNL content.
Understatement of the year.
But we still have to address the central promise, the thing that likely lured most people in the first place. Scarlett Johansson.
Right. That's the emotional core of the piece, isn't it? Scarlett Johansson is married to Weekend Update anchor Colin Jost.
Yep.
A reaction from her to one of his jokes is precisely the kind of A-list gossip that sells the headline. It promises intimacy, drama, a peek behind the curtain of a celebrity marriage.
So we located the critical source, the one titled, "Watch Scarlett Johansson React to Colin Jost's Joke About Her TV Insider."
This is it. This has to be the moment the expose finally pays off. This is the gold.
This is supposed to be the gold.
Okay, so after navigating Jakarta mechanics and WordPress debugging, we're ready. What was the joke? Was she amused, annoyed, indifferent? What happened?
The ultimate expose, the final truth delivered by this entire document cache, is that the critical information, the reaction, the joke, the anecdote, it's all locked away.
Why?
Our source text provided zero actual content. It contained only the mandatory call to action, sign up, it's free, and a login prompt.
Wow. Information hoarding. The ultimate digital disappointment.
Yep.
So we followed 50 leads, navigated geographical anomalies and SEO spam, only to hit a wall that demands we surrender our data, just to confirm what we already suspect.
Which is
there is no scandalous reaction.
This is the true meaning of the scandal here. The knowledge itself is intentionally withheld, gated, not necessarily behind a paywall, but behind a registration form designed to harvest your personal data.
Mhm.
The headline becomes the entire substance you are permitted to consume. The real expose isn't about SNL at all.
No, it's about the deliberate scarcity model of modern digital content.
Exactly.
And just think about the psychology of that prompt for a second. Sign up, it's free.
Right.
It minimizes the perceived cost while maximizing the actual cost, which is your time, your email address, your personal information, your promised information. They deliver a funnel for data collection.
And the fact that this specific piece of gossip, a spouse reacting to a joke, is the piece they choose to lock down, that just underscores its perceived value as the ultimate click generator.
It's the prize at the end of the maze.
They leverage the names of Jost and Johansson to build this entire digital house of cards, and then right at the top, they place the toll booth.
So this entire deep dive, this frustrating journey through auto repair and political keywords, it was all just the setup for that registration form.
That's all it was.
We promised 50 sources, and we delivered exactly what those 50 sources delivered. A fascinating yet deeply frustrating snapshot of a low-effort content machine that's designed not to inform, but to capture.
Which raises a really vital question for you, the listener, to mull over. When a headline promises an expose based on 50 sources, but the actual information is either irrelevant to the point of absurdity, or it's entirely locked behind a sign-up prompt, are we truly becoming well-informed, or are we just perpetually feeding the machine with our curiosity?
Something to ponder next time you click a seemingly too good to be true headline. And if you want more unexpected deep dives and genuine insight into what's shaping pop culture and where the real stories are hiding, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive, where we take a stack of sources and extract the most important nuggets of knowledge or insight.
Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep you genuinely well informed.